Well, I think the Jena 6 example is a great example of the community coming together and supporting these young men that obviously an injustice did occur with them. I guess the issue is that I see is that when you have similar cases or even cases that are worse than that scenario, it's hard to get the media behind those types of cases. You have to have something that's eye-catching that the public, that the media really wants to put forward before they'll come out and let that issue be known. We've sent out press releases and called on issues that we think everyone should know about, and they won't come, or they'll do a little blurb about it. So sometimes it's hard to get that machine behind it to get those issues out. I think what we need today, and I've been talking about this for the last 6 months or so, is we need a way to streamline these issues. So maybe there needs to be, instead of 50 websites that discuss these, we need to have maybe 1 or 2 or 3 websites, or maybe something that the legal community looks at. I have an issue also with resources. A lot of these clients and these people that were abused don't have the resources for adequate representation. So what I have to do and other attorneys have to do is sometimes finance their cases when sometimes we're trying to build a practice or move forward, and it's hard for us to do that. So I guess we see that as part of our role of trying to give back. Maybe doing, sometimes these people who were involved in police brutality cases have criminal charges against them that shouldn't be against them. Someone has to defend those cases and make sure that they are found not guilty. So sometimes we'll take on cases that that normally private attorneys would get paid for, and we do them for free. I see that as part of my role and as part of our role into contributing and trying to make a difference. Now, another issue, civil rights today, I think the issues that Mr. Stone was talking about with the gay rights and issues like that, after a certain point, I believe that civil rights we don't look at it as if we're in the 1960s, 50s, 40s, and 30s anymore. We say a lot of changes have occurred. African Americans and other minorities can get pretty much any job they want. And I think a lot of the civil rights talk is clouded by some of these other issues. I'm not saying gay rights isn't important, but I think some of that, and diversity, that's a big term that corporations use, and companies and society says, okay, we have diversity in our company. And I think a lot of people look at that as if it's giving back and it's doing things in the civil rights vein, but I think it's kind of derailing us from some of the main issues and the real issues that are still going on, and people are still getting hurt, people are still being, aren't franchised, and I think that's why we need to maybe have a way that we can all give back, and even if it's giving some of your resources and time. If I had other people that can come in and research and give time on these cases, I mean, that helps the whole struggle.